A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and now for today, we have some more HJN Season 3 up and ready to go. Today we're going to be talking quite a bit about the pH chart for number 1321. Yep, some more scientific stuff. But let's just kick it into gear, because what I got to say, and simply put, in regards to the many things that do relate to the pH chart, from the fact that it depicts between 0 and 13. The spots of which, of course, include various parts, from alkaline-based water, to neutral water, to acidic-based water. Simply put, the pH chart is categorized between the numbers 10 through 13 for alkaline for the most part, and then with the middle part going between 6 and 9, and anything below 6 is considered acidic. Typically, a rainbow-esque color palette would be used as a way to describe the severity based on both the acidic and alkaline levels of water. In terms of how huge the drinking water population has grown, all kinds of bottled water out there, canned water, jug water, and possibly any other kind of vessel that we could possibly find. There's been all sorts of companies out there catering to create their own unique formula for the biggest, most green possible resource on the entire planet. Water does cover a grand minimum of 70% of the entire Earth. And with all the efforts to actually go ahead and obtain salt water as a way to transform into actual drinking water without causing dehydration. Because the thing is that when you mix salt and water, it creates a high level of acidity. And if you're also familiar with the many campaigns that relate to the huge water companies like Aquafina and Dasani, these waters are typically known as acidic water. And it's for the simple fact they happen to have various chemical additives and other such substances found within. Dasani, for example, has the combination of potassium chloride, sodium, and a good majority of various other artificial components and chemical additives that you would normally find in other kinds of food and drinks. Dasani, though, let's just say, is such an epidemic when it comes to finding bottled water. When you're at the store, you can expect to find hundreds of different things out there. There's all sorts of brands of good water of all sorts. And I could just picture from the top of my mind that actual good water that at least sits between pH level 7 and 10, with water brands like Ice Mountain, Iceland Lava, Evian, Fiji, Chippewa, Baby, Ice Canyon, and Arrowhead water. Of course, all these brands are known to have a good neutral control on the pH chart. At least with the numbers of 7 to 10, this is the kind of level that we would actually attempt to go for. A lot of times though, it's very hard to distinguish what water is acidic or what kind of water is deemed as alkaline, or anything that's in between. However, there do exist pH drops that you can use. Just squirt a few drops, like food coloring, pretty much, into the water itself. And you can see for yourself exactly what color it turns into. The color that it turns into will correspond with whatever part on the pH chart it is. And they, of course, can range from red to purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Just to show what the pH level on the chart it represents. Of course, as I've mentioned before, there are plenty of choices that you can find, but unfortunately, a good majority of outlets that you can find bottled water only showcases the likes of high-end corporate buyouts of the most basic human necessity, other than the likes of food, sleep, exercise, and other such things that most humans will need to do nowadays, just to keep their health, safety, and other parts in check on a daily basis. Aquafina, Dasani, they practically run a huge network, a monopoly, of having their own bottled water supply pretty much come into the likes of various things. Concerts, movie theaters, convention centers, facilities, and other such pieces out there. They all happen to have the likes of these acidic waters, which of course are not good for you. The combination of salt, chemicals, and other additives that you can find in most water, bottled water for the reason of course, is just simply because they can dehydrate you and possibly leave you feeling very weird at times. Water should be water, not some science experiment. And I feel like a lot of people can talk about it better than I can, but otherwise, the pH chart is simply there to show you what kind of water you should drink, what is deemed healthy and what is not so healthy. And I do have the good majority of pH chart level graphical analysis locked away in my mind. I've tested this stuff myself, and the pH chart itself does depict various bottled water as healthy, but only a very few compared to a good majority that currently is operating today. Otherwise, drink up, stay hydrated, especially with how hot it's going to be throughout the next few months. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel to make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.